Hello, friends, and welcome. You are watching episode number 10 of our Oxygen Not Included Terrimstario Let's Play. My name is Sean, and I'm glad that you're here with me tonight as I play some video games. One thing I noticed in the last couple of episodes, thanks to one of our great viewers who pointed this out, was I was off by one episode. This is episode number 10. We had two episodes number 7, according to my announcements. I've changed the text and everything, so you wouldn't really know otherwise. But so the titles and everything are correct in the thing, but the text is not correct. So I've already set up a few little changes here. First off, this is a terrible idea, having this electrolyzer here. We can already see it as we are just jamming this place up with hydrogen, which is a disaster. That's gonna basically asphyxiate all of our dupes, and we're gonna have to go to a lot of trouble to undo that as well, unfortunately. So I've turned back on this deoxidizer, which is going to eat up the last of our algae, unfortunately, but we got to do something because we definitely need oxygen. But we're going to have all this hydrogen, and we need to burn it off. Actually, why don't I just set up a temporary hydrogen, temporary gas pump, and we'll just burn through all that hydrogen. That is it accumulating up here? It's not really. It's mostly accumulating here. Gosh, how am I gonna get rid of all that hydrogen? That's all CO2, and this is all hydrogen. How am I gonna get it all into where it goes, though? If I do so in my offline game, I was doing really well until I set up an electrolyzer and didn't have anywhere to send all the hydrogen. And next thing I knew, my entire base was filled with hydrogen and all the oxygen was gone. And everybody, I still haven't played through to where everybody actually died, but it was pretty obvious everybody was going to die. Fortunately, another viewer noticed this. Down here, we have this giant pocket of algae. So thank goodness. I'm sending somebody down here on kind of a rescue mission to grab all this algae. We're going to do that. And that will hopefully buy us enough time with these oxidizers that I can push the hydrogen out. Hopefully it will just accumulate up here, and I can burn it off, and then I'll need to figure out somewhere to set up, like, maybe I will set up the, actually that's a good idea. I think what I'll do is I'll set up the oxidizer, or what is it called? Electrolyzer. I'll set the electrolyzer up in here, maybe put an airlock there, and then put a pump in here with a filter that will send the oxygen over here and the hydrogen down here so it can get burned off. So that is our goal, and hopefully we can survive long enough to accomplish it. But for now, we are going to need to start burning off this hydrogen. I'm going to set that to a priority 6 also, so we can get that built. We're going to need power up there, of course. Thank goodness we already have power up here. And one more. Nope, that's not quite right. Let's cancel that. And then we're going to put a hydrogen generator just right next to it. It doesn't need to be very far or anything. We'll connect that up. Let's make all of that level 6. We'll get all that taken care of. Very good. And hopefully that'll help us clear out this hydrogen problem that I have figured out a little bit. It's really weird coming back to this game, which is, I started it, I'd only played for like an hour and a half, and I was like, oh, I got this game figured out, no problem. And of course, it's way more complicated than you would expect it to be. It turns out that the main focus, and you'd think I would have got this from the title of the game, but the primary focus is gas management. Food and water and all that stuff seems like it's going to be your most important thing, but it turns out managing your gas resources is really the most important thing. But that's okay. I think we'll be all right. I'm going to cancel these. I'm actually going to, because we need to get this hydrogen up here, I'm going to go ahead and knock some of these out. I'll replace them with gas permeable. But what that's going to allow me to do is to mine these out. And then I'll put the gas permeable in, and then hopefully that'll get the hydrogen up here. and we'll make slow but steady progress down there. That'll actually open up that pocket of hydrogen as well, which will get us that electrical thing going. We'll get some hydrogen accumulated up in there. So fortunately, we're not desperate for oxygen. You know, I feel like we're going to be able to make it through. But unfortunately, we're not doing great. But it's kind of nice to be able to pop in, play for a half hour, and then pop back out. I don't even know why I look. I'm definitely not bringing in any more dupes. I guess there could be some incredibly great dupe that I might want to bring in. But I'm not really thinking that there's going to be. I don't think we really need to have this guy operating right now. There's no nasty air over there. There's actually not any nasty air up here. So I can turn these ones off as well, save us a little bit of sand. They did their jobs. Are there any more hovering around anywhere? Wasting sand? Doesn't look like it. Still got these guys going, huh? We're actually going to shut those off for now. I like that we have plants actually growing. That's crazy. Alright. Not making very good progress at getting to that, but, you know. Poor Cameron. And what do we got in here? A lot of carbon dioxide. A lot of carbon dioxide. And just some oxygen up there, too. I could really use this carbon dioxide down here with my plants. So I wonder if I should leave this open and then set up the air pump in here with the oxidizer or the electrolyzer, and that way it can suck out all these other random gases along with you know what I mean, along with the oxygen and hydrogen that like I want it to be sucking out of there. Gonna throw some gas permeable tiles down just to open that area up a little bit. Circulate the air through there. Stress levels are going down, that's good. I like it. Is that Smith on this one? Nope, that's Andrew. What's Andrew's stress look like? Yeah, it's about the same as Sean, so. I see, yeah, I just need to get the power lines set up. We were gonna mine that out. Why nobody's coming to mine those things? Let's get those power lines set up. I guess when I dug that out, I dug out the power line too. Yeah, one thing I noticed, I don't know if this is new or not, but over here when you go to delete something, you can select what you delete. So that way you don't have to delete everything that is in that square when you go to delete something. That's really handy. Let these guys sleep through the night. And yeah, hopefully we will survive another day. I would do well to open up the airflow through this area as well, I think. Help get some of that CO2 down and some of the oxygen up. The oxygen is pretty thin down here. I think that's, you know, you can see that they're having trouble with the atmosphere in there in general. Didn't you just get out of bed, Willie? I mean, I get you're narcoleptic and everything. Oh, we're getting so close to having this done. Come on. Finish it up. It'll make all your breathing easier. It's getting there. Down here, oh, we're getting real close to having that algae. How are we doing on algae? Yeah, we've got 1,300K, so we're gonna make it till we hit that little deposit down there. And then we've got a lot more slime that we can be converting. The slime conversion is really slow. Thanks again to the viewer who pointed out this algae deposit, because that's going to be big. Oh, there's a whole nother one too. Wow, fantastic. There's one over there. That one's going to be a little harder to get to because we've got those morbs in there. I don't like having to deal with those. I guess you can fight them. What do they do? When they fight, do they just like fight barehanded or something? Doesn't seem like a very good plan. Alright, let's see how well this is sucking up that hydrogen. So there's not a lot of hydrogen up here, but you know, I mean it's sucking it up anyways. It'll be nice when somebody comes and starts digging up all this garbage down here. There we go. That'll help get the hydrogen flowing through a little better. I guess I want to wait until he finishes, till they finish digging those up too. Their breathing sounds like two balloons rubbing against each other. I think we can build that one. Oh, you know what? Let's dig this up before we build that. What is everybody doing? Stress, Pierre and Smith, huh? Pierre. I sure would like to get a showers and stuff going. But that's going to take a little while. I bet these guys are getting stressed because they're having to go down here and then they're running out of breath by the time. Look at that. She didn't even get down here before she started running out of breath. That was a long ways to go holding your breath. And then all they're opening up is like these chlorine pockets. Can he even? Nope. Oh, he got hungry before he got down there. Let's follow this guy. Can he make it? I'll get like one thing built and then he's gonna have to go back and get more oxygen. Yeah. Oh well, you know. They're pretty far away from home. Pierre and Smith still. They're getting massages as we speak though. And who's number 3? Cameron. Get Cameron on the table also. Go. Very good. What's our oxygen situation look like? Look at that. So we've got so much oxygen that thing has actually shut itself off. That's nice. And we're kind of burning off this hydrogen, so that's good. Now that I've got this wall here, it's going to block the hydrogen from coming over. And what's all this over here? That's all CO2, right? Okay, so we definitely need to get that CO2 down. Let's slow it down a little bit and what is going on here? And get the setup over here that I wanted to get. Now, why do I have this wall here? I'm not quite sure, but I'm gonna change that to gas permeable tile. I guess I probably could get rid of the whole thing, but I think the idea was so I had somewhere to store all the water. Like I was gonna really fill this up with slimy water. But we just don't have as much slimy water as I thought. There's probably some, yeah, that's all contaminated oxygen, not contaminated water. There's some contaminated water up there. But what am I going to do? Set up a complex system of spillways? Like we don't have, we're not able to get all the labor done that I'd like to be getting done anyways. What are you picking up? Okay, you're picking up algae, good. Oh yeah, we're already starting to run low on algae and we haven't even gotten to our rich deposit down there. So let's start looking at our pump system here. We're going to have a pump, which would be under plumbing, a gas pump. Put that right there. And then we'll have, oh, we don't have the, shit, we haven't discovered. I need to get the technology discovered first because we can't filter it yet. How much work do we have to go on filtration? Quite a bit of work too. Shoot. Smith, Eliza, and Cameron, huh? Who do we got on that table? That's Pierre. Well, Pierre, you're all massaged up, I would say. Smith, Eliza, Cameron. Okay. Oxygen. Oh, looking so much better. I can dial back my panic just a little bit. Water situation is okay. Not great. Really frustrating that we don't have... I really need more CO2 being brought in to keep... gosh, there's just no gas down here. I was like 4,000, but no, that's 4,000 milligrams. Crazy. Yep. I know, buddy. It's hard breathing. I mean, I guess I could have kept my electrolyzer going over there, just, you know what I mean, like just to have something going. I'm gonna have to move this liquid pump over to here because it's obviously not going to be deep enough. Like it's gonna suck up all this water before too long, and then we're gonna have all that water sitting over there. Guess I could get that going. Let's dig a little deeper spot for it. Although I guess I don't really need to dig that, do I? I can just set the pump down in there. It's funny that we're building it out of gold, but you know, I mean, that's what we have. Speed it up a little bit. Who's upset? Andrew, Smith, and Eliza. We've got Cameron, Smith, Andrew. That one's assigned to Eliza. Good. How's the hydrogen situation? Is getting better. And how's the hydrogen down here? It's accumulated a little bit. Let's actually go ahead and turn this back on. And I think I'll turn this one off for now. Although I guess there's no point in turning it off, is there? Like, what am I worried? That I'm going to burn through all the hydrogen? Because there's still more over here. I just definitely need more oxygen. Algae is down to 700. But look at that. We will be digging it up very soon here. And then we've got this thing producing power, so shouldn't have to really have my guys running on the treadmill. That'll allow them to actually do a little more work. I don't know why they're not digging the stuff over here that they could be digging. Oh, because this is all set to level 6, so they're going to be digging this stuff up before they dig up anything else, that's why. Oh, so stressful. I don't want all my dupes to die, not yet. Cycle 44, huh? Cameron, Andrew, Eliza, still the same ones. Well, not Smith anymore, I guess. Eliza, we'll let Smith stay on there since he's already on there. Once he gets up, though, I'll have to get up and go to the bathroom, probably. Nope, I thought that was Cameron getting up, or whoever getting up to go to the bathroom, but it wasn't. There we go. Sorry, Smith, you snooze, you lose. Give these guys a chance to relax it out. Luckily, we're keeping our treadmills clear. Do have 2, right? Yep, there's the other one. What a ugly, cluttered setup I have here. Everything is just scattered all over the place. Do I have the algae storage? Where do I don't even know where I'm storing my algae at. I don't have my storage very well organized in this game, I don't think. Probably storing the algae, what, up here or something? No, that's the stinky dirt stuff. That makes perfect sense. No. Well, it's going to be one that's probably almost empty. Alright, here for some reason, although that's obviously not where I'm storing it. Let's, I don't need to be storing it in here though. Turn that off. I don't know why I would be storing fertilizer in there either. Does anybody know what fertilizer does? I don't know what fertilizer does, so like if you know and will tell me in the comments, I would really appreciate it. I guess I could probably go to Reddit and find it there or search it in some forum somewhere. But so far I haven't been able to figure out what fertilizer does. I don't know why I would be wasting my time with composting. Like one reason would be to eliminate the thing of it collecting contaminated dirt and having contaminated dirt, you know, stink up the place. But like, is fertilizer useful for plants or something, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. All right, actually, I'm still gonna leave you on. I want to get a little more food. We have a lot of dupes in this game. See, this guy's got diver's lungs and he's a good cook, but I don't think. Yeah, I just don't think. What does diver's lungs do? Minus 25. But it doesn't really say. They still use 1,000 grams per second, right? Reject all. Do they use 1,000 grams per second or 100 grams per second? Inhaling. Oh, it doesn't really. Okay, so. Oh, I guess it depends on what they're doing. They inhale and exhale more depending on what they're doing, which makes sense. Probably somebody running on the treadmill is going to inhale and exhale a lot more than somebody who's like not running on a treadmill. All right, well that's good. So we're getting some of that algae dug up. I want to prioritize the building this algae storage thing. And we need to get the pumps. We've just got so much we need to get done. If we can get those pumps going over here, that'll help out a lot, because I'll start pumping the CO2 down into here, and then we can, you know what I mean? Like, we'll get our plants growing again, which will really help out. Like, we're using a lot of our water to make the food. We got so many people, so many dupes just running back and forth, like, for no reason. Now, how much algae do I get out of each of these? That's coal. I'm not concerned about the coal. So I have 10K. Well, 170K there. No, that's organic, huh? Oh yeah, no, that's algae. 170K, 60K. So it looks like about 50K from each spot. So maybe we'll get a couple thousand out of that deposit. All right. You are going to be our algae storage spot, and we're going to prioritize you to 6, so they will gather up the algae as quick as they can so we can have it there and make sure that we keep that oxygen flowing. So does it count this algae that's sitting on the ground? It must be counting that as how much we have. I thought it only counted like what was in storage. I like that this thing is still sort of running, but we're still having to throw these guys on the wheels to keep our power going. It's too bad. Still too low air pressure. Ah, good. All right, let's do another layer off of there. Are you coming over to build that pump? No, I guess not. Maybe you were. That didn't sound good. I hope that wasn't suffocation. Sean and Pierre. Pierre already getting a massage? Nope. Somebody else. Food is holding up all right. Yeah, this base is definitely too big. I mean, I suppose we could shrink it all down. That would use up so much effort to shrink it all down. And you can't like move sculptures, unfortunately. Well, those are mediocre sculptures. So what's the high-end sculpture. I don't think I've seen any of those. These are the nicest ones that I've seen. It's had already been 25 minutes. We didn't even do anything this episode. Jeez, I mean, we got a little bit more algae. So, you know, we did do that. I guess we escaped the disaster of the hydrogen. Like, you know, that would have been really bad if we hadn't have fixed up all that hydrogen. But I really would have liked to have gotten our gas stuff better figured out. I wonder, because like there's so much air pressure over here, I wonder if I should open this up. Would that, I'm gonna open that up because the air pressure in here, well, the air pressure in here isn't that high. It's really up here where, it's not even that high up here either. With the air pressure, you'd think it would like push it out through here if I opened it up. I don't know if it's that sophisticated though. So, you know what? I'm not going to open that up. I'm just going to put it on auto and leave it alone. All right. That's going to be it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed watching me play Oxygen Not Included tonight. Let me know what you think in the comment area. I always want to hear what you guys have to say about my game and how I'm doing and how everything is going, all those things. I like to hear it. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate all my subscribers. Makes me very happy that you guys like watching me play video games, because I like playing video games and have a good time talking about it while we do. And I am going to say that is it for this episode. I sure would like to get some of these things locked in before we leave. I don't know why. It's not like I'm going to forget when we start tomorrow. I was like, oh, why do I have all those holes in the floor? All right, that's it, guys. See you next time. Bye.